It's time to start it. So by the way, I bought the game last night. I was watching Mitzi Dragon play it. Me and Viking was. Um, Viking been playing it, and I was like, at first I was like, yeah, does it have multiplayer? I'll get it if it got multiplayer. Then I was like, then I watched it more, and I was like, I'll get it, because it seemed like it had like a long storyline, and the story seemed good. So you know what, I ended up getting it. So here we are. So what this is I made a Harry Potter account, like the fan club thingy, and already had a Warner's Brother account, I guess. So I had to go through this whole entire thing of like, they make you create like your house, like they make you choose, like you have to go through like a questionnaire type of thing, which is actually pretty cool on their website. Yeah, go through like a questionnaire to like choose the house you want to be in, and then you like go through the questionnaire, choose what type of wand, but like you don't get to choose like what it's made out of and stuff like that. Like the unicorn hair and chestnut and all that stuff. Like I didn't. It's just like you had to answer the questions, and then like the questions chose whatever it was. So like I got raven for my uh the animal. I forgot what it was called, but it chose unicorn hair, I guess. Um. So yeah, that's what my wand looks like that they chose for me. And I guess that's the hat, I think. But yeah, I got into Gryffindor. Oh yeah, and I bought it while it's still in the pre-purchase phase, so I got this mount now. Hold on, let me actually put it on intermission just so it don't leak anything, just in case I gotta hold up. Okay. Yeah, so it's saying, okay, yeah, you got the Hogwarts Dark Arts pack in the mount, in the mask. Just claim that. In the hat. Yeah, so that's the hat. Claim that. It's another mask. Hold up. There's another mask. Boom. Oh, and this is for, I guess, the fan art club. I mean, not fan art, the fan club. Harry Potter fan club thing. They gave me this outfit. A robe. Alright, claim. Nothing leaked. Nothing leaked. Nothing leaked. Hardware benchmark. Yeah, I ended up getting it. I bought it last night. It was downloading all last night. Uh, I just did the fan club thingy. Like I was just explaining. I just did the fan club thing on the website. I like connected the accounts, and then I made a thing. Now I don't know if this game is gonna be better on a console or if it's gonna be better with keyboard or. I usually for these sliders I like to keep it a little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh snap, I gotta sign my life away. Alright, so let's see what's the characters. Start off. Oh my god. His face. The texture didn't load in yet. Hold up. About that color. What type of hairstyles he got? I got cornrows. Let's see. It's like a little mini fro. I kinda do got like a little mini fro right now. I need to get a haircut. Yeah, that reminds me. I was supposed to get one soon. What's the haircut? Hair colors. Let's go with black. It's like face markings. Do we get any facial hair or no? No facial hair. Face shape. Oh, glasses. I didn't even see that. I mean, I wear contacts. I wanna rock the glasses. I got a problem with glasses, but yeah, I'll rock the glasses. Why not? Complexion, freckles. What's this?
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
A few cobwebs and some dust.
That was quite something. I'm eager to get them. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
It makes his voice sound robotic.
A few cobwebs and some... It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
So like the closer to the middle, the more it's not robotic.
That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust.
I'll keep it.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Alright, so name. Wait, which? Wizard. Name. Hold up. Do I name it? Sir. There we go. Hey, but wouldn't that be my first? So my first name would be Sir. Hold up. Let's do it like this. There we go. Better. How about that? Better. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? So I wonder if they're going to automatically like choose my house or something like that.
Ah, it appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do have to...
Hang on! The key! Give me your hand! Accio!
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
Okay,
An
like,
item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
that kind of scared me. I thought it was gonna be in like board,
I'm
like
feeling
the whole
better,
game.
sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
It's like no way they didn't make it for ultra wide. Hold up. Any secrets back here? Don't look like it.
How far did that port key take us?
farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you think...
The portkey was meant to lead us there. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent! That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Every jar is gonna get broken.
Ah, up there.
Hey, hold up. I gotta check over here. It might be. See, look. I knew it. Nothing else. A little bit of money.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
I have to.
Steady yourself! Reparo!
Yo, I need that spell IRL though. Freaking Reparo.
Almost there!
Never spend money again.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
There's nothing over there. Natural springs.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
chaos stuff. I'll freaking break every pot.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key?
Hmm? Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
Not the key.
This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
What's dope is
How
that
many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Yeah, as I
When
was
was the
saying,
last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
wait, it's a chest.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
I didn't get a chance to get the chest. Oh, there we go. But yeah, like I was saying, so like in Florida. Well, I don't know if Universal Studios is in like other states or nothing, anything like that. But like, they have a Harry Potter ride and like attraction and stuff like that, which is actually pretty dope.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Set your wand and guide it along the symbol paths to learn the spell.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Revelio. I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Potato!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso! Confringo! Deposo! Descendo!
Potato!
Exposo! Deposo! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Levioso!
Potato!
Deposo! Exposo! Lumos! Stay close!
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Lumos.
Wait, this one over there too.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Any more?
Lumos.
Oh, hold on. I need that. I need that.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
I need all the money. I gotta angle them again.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato!
Oh, you're going again. So they want me to hold it.
Potato! Stupid one! Stupid one!
Yeah, you a little bit too close.
Stupid one! Potato! Stupid one! Revelio.
Any more chests?
Lumos. Revelio.
I don't want to miss anything. I want the chest.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's Vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
I wonder if it's gonna put me in the school from the website, or if it's gonna put me in like, or if it's gonna make me choose. Bow, bow, bow. Cause the one that I got was Gryffindor, which is that lion that just showed up for the loading icon. But I don't know. We will see. Pretty long loading screen though.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I want to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Classes.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Oh, but you're brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
I do. I'll accept it.
Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
I got a whole ton.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Let's go.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Hold up. T? What's T? Tab. Escape. Oh, that's just like your... okay.
Revelio.
I can use it in here.
Lumos.
Something's lighting up over there.
Now, which way is the common room?
Up or down? Wait, hold on, I guess. No. We're gonna go up.
Revelio.
Oh, level unlocked.
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year. I saw you weren't on the first day. I'm sure you've used them.
Revelio.
That's playing with everything.
Perhaps I should.
Should ensure my victory.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I guess.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I should just need a little bit more practice. I'm sure you'll get used to it. Your casting needs work. Just be blunt.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Can most students cast non-verbally?
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
I'm already ahead of the game. It's my 5th year, apparently.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
I'm ahead of the curve.
Nelly will do
She gets older every year.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Man, I could have beat up that dragon. Best believe.
It is true, but we handled it very well.
I'll say. I think you've already earned a reputation for fearlessness. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What are people saying about my travels here? Not afraid of heights, have you ever encountered a dragon?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Heights.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Have you ever encountered a dragon?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Jumps back on fireplace.
You'll like it, trust me.
Let me in. Open the door.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
It's gonna turn you into a frog.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a 1st year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
What's that in your mug?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Do you have a knack for potions too?
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Nice to meet you, Gareth.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Revelio.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio farmed for his brain elixir as an example of what happens when incarnations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Just unlock the field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appear here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Field guide tracks your current challenges progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. 1%. Each challenge has tiers, special rewards to unlock, and each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenge menus. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Wait, let me get it. Challenges. This one. Spectacles. Can I change my outfit? Yeah. Leather gloves. I kinda like these better. Nah. Take the scarf. Pajamas. Should run around in pajamas. I'm gonna do it. Why not? It's the page. Oh. So the buffalo. Pajama man. With the
Clever,
scarf.
isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Wait, is that a
Revelio.
Hold up. I'm missing stuff. Oh, level 1. Hey, some money.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the House Commons room and the Great Hall. Welcome to Hogwarts. In this view, you can see the flue flames assigned in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house, common rooms. Gray flue flames reveal locations that you haven't seen yet. That's basically what it's saying. The right side of the map is where you'll find the academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Professor Weasley has unlocked the center hall floor flue flames for you. Use A and D to rotate the map and fast travel to the central hall flue flames with spacebar. Blue flames. Maybe I didn't put this game on my SSD. Maybe that's why the loading screens are longer. I can't remember. I think I did. I think I put it on my SSD. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that's why. Yeah, it's possible. That's possible. That's probably why. Yeah, it is. It's not an online game, so I probably didn't put it on my SSD.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
That's probably why the textures aren't loading in sometimes, like instantly, too. Because it's on SSD. I mean, it's not on SSD. Let me get my gear back on. Hold up. Let me turn my outfit back to its normal status. What happened to the outfits that I unlocked? From I'm not wearing that hat.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Can you tell me more about Charms?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Alright.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor.
I ain't snitching. Yeah, we went on the whole adventure.
Almost precisely
Don't take
what
my
Professor
gold away.
Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh, yeah, I was about to take off, Fig. Yo, hold up.
Revelio.
I might just take off still.
Sometimes the prefect says next to me. Well,
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Hold up. I can make it. I can make it. Lucky I'm not level 1 lock. I would have did it. Anything else? Those are just doors. Those are mirrors. I can't grab that.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Yeah, she was trying to make me snitch, dog. I ain't snitched.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
This represents main quest. Completing the main quest will further the story and unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spells or level requirements. In this case, these cases, you will need to be the required level or have the required spells to activate the quest. These spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Levioso. Let's try the charm one first. Oh, we gotta right click it. Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
Yeah, do I get
This
to
will
run
be
away?
incredibly helpful. Thank
Run
you.
away now.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious lock. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Yo, you done fucked up. You let me run on my own, dog. You know you fucked up, right? I'm about to go looting, dog. I'm not going to class. Yo, where the loot at?
Revelio.
What's that? Oh, this is like one of the flames.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, it's already lit. Are you playing guitar? Or not a guitar, it's like a little banjo type of thing. Screw.
Revelio.
I'm not going that way yet.
Let's try it.
What the heck? Well, I got stuff to do. Somewhere. They did it on purpose. It's nothing. It's no chest. They know I was going to go exploring.
Revelio.
There, I touched the globes. I did my job.
Powers should be kept in
Oh. Let me through. Anything in the garden area? Or it's not garden? Yeah, can I jump off? Yeah, will they let me? Can I fly? Give me a broom. Open the door. Textures. Yeah, I might have to reinstall it on my SSD if it's gonna do this.
Off on another adventure, are we?
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
Revelio.
Oh man, hold up. Ah, no, I can't do it. Wait, before I go there, let me go get that stuff over there. Gotta light the flame. Hey.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Hey, new spell. There's some.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt. So, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
This should be easy. You're good.
How perceptive. How's the view?
Rather good at this, aren't you? I'm fucking up.
I know. Good form.
I know.
Protego!
I forgot how to block. So I was like, I was wondering which.
Nothing lucky about it.
Stupid Protego! Levioso! This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a
Only Paul would like students for this again. I do.
Yeah, I forgot the block button. Got my buttons mixed
Not
up.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel. You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I broke the game.
I enjoyed it.
Duel
It was
quite
certainly
something.
good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
They're like skipping
Then
their
again,
dialogue.
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat.
I've dueled enough.
Fair enough.
Consider
You owe
yourself
me an
lucky I
honest
held
jewel.
back.
You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Quest complete. Hey, we're level 2. We got some new gloves. Legendary gloves. Now we can go to the charms class, but first, let me change my gloves up. Wait, no, I don't have them. You know, 1 second, let me check my settings real quick. We do intermissions just because I don't know if it'll leak anything. I don't know anything about like the game settings in this game, so let me see. And they got like a little network thing down here, so I don't want to leak nothing. So 1 second. Check real quick. No, so it's just like linked accounts for that user face. So menu reader, camera shake, toggle aim, not toggling aim, text size normal, all that. That's the keybinds. That's the controls for a controller. Difficulty on hard. It's P toggle. It's camera sensitivity and stuff. Audio, headphones. Everything's on ultra. Ray tracing. Probably shouldn't benchmark while I'm playing the game and streaming. I mean, while I'm streaming. Let's turn down shadows, because shadows usually don't need to be that high. Let's turn that down to medium. I'm gonna turn everything down to high, because there's no need for me to be playing on ultra right now. Ball quality, material quality, I'll keep that at ultra. Effects quality, I'll keep that at ultra. Apply settings. Select monitor. NVIDIA DLSS. Upscale. Okay, it is locked at 60 frames. VSync, turn that shit off. Motion blur, turn that off too. Ew. Turn Turn film green off. Right. Oh, save game. I never saved. That's a good idea. There we go.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
That's just right there. I don't need to travel. Alright, go up. Alright, go up.
Revelio.
Anything here? No. Oh, it's a chest. Hold up. Give me that. Wait, can I go in there? Bust through the door. But yeah, I am gonna have to uninstall it off of my other hard drive and put it on my SSD because actually let me just check real quick. Make sure. Maybe it is on my SSD. Properties. I don't think it's on my SSD though. Yeah, it's not. Okay, that's why then. That's why you'll see like textures, like sometimes, like, you know, fucked up. That's why, because it's not on my SSD.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Anything else? It's just that chest, but I can't access that one. Alright, let's go to class. So like you'll see things like popping in and stuff like that because
Professor Ronan tends to go on.
I'll fix that by next episode. What the fuck? I'll fix that by like next episode though. Hello?
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me!
So I gotta make space on my SSD then. Yeah, because even like loading screens like this shouldn't be this long. But since it's on that drive, then it's going slower. I usually just put files on that drive, like music and stuff. And offline games. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like excellent control there.
Give me that 50! Bird, give me that 50! Is that 50? Yeah, that better count as 50, though.
Accio!
Splendid!
Give me that 50. Hey!
Very good!
Yo, I'm good at this. What the fuck? Yo, I'm hella good at this. Yo, 350s.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Bro, nah. Yo, hold up.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Those 350s don't count for nothing, though. Yo, don't.
Watch this.
Put this. Yo, you cheating, dog? Hold up. What the fuck? I put it on hard.
Phew.
She about to get all 50s. Hold up.
Accio!
Oh, stop. 50. Let's go. I ain't scared of you.
That's it! Be shy.
He ain't gonna get no 50 again. Oh, hell nah. Yo, you cheating. Hold up.
There we go.
I can't lose. I can't lose. Slow down. 50. Let's go. Let's go.
Nice.
Ain't playing no game.
Let us see this.
Yeah, hit your own one.
Yes!
Oh my gosh. I'm scared. Don't choke. Don't choke.
Accio!
50. Let's go.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
And we tied. Not playing no games.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Now you about to lose.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
You ain't know what you got a 50. Yo, chill out. 40.
Phew.
Accio!
Oh shit! Oh shit! It kept going up.
Not too
Yo, it got faster afterwards. Oh no. Yo, I heard it's going so slow though. Bro, they about to give her a 50.
That is how it's done.
Oh hell no, bro. Yo, nah. We knocking them off.
Accio!
I gave her 2 50s.
Splendid!
Watch this.
Man, I want a refund though. You know, I want a refund. What the fuck? Hey, let's go. That's what I like to see.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to believe this. You are doing quite well.
Hey, no! Hey, let's go! I'm tied. Let's go! Let's go! That's how we do it. That's what I like to see. Nobody winning.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Nobody winning on my watch. 10 out of 10.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
So I don't even get an achievement for a tie?
Of course. You can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hey.
Levioso!
Levioso. Can I make random people levitate?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
No.
Accio.
I've been here forever.
Revelio.
Hold up. What is V? I'm not tracking any quests.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Wasn't she challenging of a lesson? That's kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
I can't believe that's how it is. I can't believe it.
So dull compared to Hogwarts.
That wasn't like shows like the chest on the mini map.
Then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
The Minister for
Revelio.
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
What am I doing?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peeves a flack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Have you ever had a cauldron leak? I didn't think it was possible. And then 1 minute, I was stirring. And the next, I was swimming in horse
Revelio. Levioso.
Oh, nice. That was on accident. Collect challenge rewards. I thought I was gonna just like light the ball that he was holding. Your appearance. Pair of glasses. I can't put them on though. 9 out of 10. Destroy. Yeah, I didn't get any new clothes yet. Let's see if we could teleport there. Oh wait, no, we're not near a teleport thingy. What the fuck? Yo, you good? I don't think we're supposed to be up here, but...
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
I can move this. Hey. Dear Satavi... Dear Sayatavidi, You'd be pleased to hear that I've received word from my contacts at Cambridge who conceded that they had in fact been incorrect in their understanding of meteor showers. It seems that an Irish astronomer and a British astronomer both built upon the work done by an Italian astronomer. All muggles, mind you, as far as I know, to propose calculating the position of the dust at Earth's orbit as a meaning of connecting meteors to comets. Brilliant, really. One can only imagine what they might do in an enchanting telescope. Frustratingly, in my correspondence, I did feel that I had to continue using the pseudonym for my days as a gentleman scholar. Whilst I still find it rather exciting to have a secret identity, the reason irks me. I am so looking forward to our trip later this year to Mantar. What an adventure we shall have. I miss you, dear sister, and do hope you are well. With love, such Rita. Who are you? Chess. Aww. Spin.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Wish I could have studied here when Philidus Ball was headmistress.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here.
Whatever.
Hey.
Can't catch thieves. Woohoo!
Hold up, I got a cloak. Inventory. That's a note. Yeah, well, I got a cloak. Ooh. And it's a purple. Purple cloak. I'm looking cool. Skirt. We're out of here. Hey, it's an owl.
Revelio.
People on brooms. Ooh. Hey, we're getting geared. I'm just running to random places getting geared. That's better. That's a dead end. That cloak physics. I love it. I love it. Oh shit, I almost tripped and died. Holy shit. I was going so fast. Wizard Sir Leakington died to freaking stairwell. Freaking forever haunting stairwell.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Let's get it. Oh yeah, this was the door I couldn't reveal. I mean, couldn't open. This is... I don't know. Oh, let's just take this.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
How do I use it? Side quests are now available. I didn't reach the bottom floor yet. Teleport over there and then run to the bottom floor. Probably be easier doing it that way. Maybe it would have been faster if I would have just ran there because, you know, it's not on SSD. I'll keep that in mind. I saw that.
Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
I got a page. And it's all mine. So when do I get all the like stuff that I not pre-ordered, but like the outfits and stuff? Speed.
Awful when they ask you a question though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
The map doesn't really help you that much. Well, it does, but oh, there we go.
What are you up to now?
It's kind of like zoomed in too much.
Revelio.
I wish Professor Garlic would teach us more about flesh-eating trees. There seems so little about them. Perhaps one day
Blue-eyed cat.
I could wander the greenhouses for hours.
With the demonic meow. Oh wait, give me that. Plus time. Okay, did I start the quest?
Revelio.
Hold up. No! Ah! Wait, what happened? No!
What about the room, Professor? I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did,
Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Yo, I ain't snitching. Stop trying to make me snitch.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
What? More work?
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Little do you know, I already have my own wand. Picked out from the website. Alright. I'm ready to go. Wait, no, I'm not. Yo, I gotta get that page right there. I can't hit escape. I'm locked in.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Wait, was Sebastian like the ginger dude? Cause... yeah, we'll take Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Hey, they let me get it. Nice. Speak to Professor. Oh, it's like mixed.
Revelio.
Anything else in here? Oh, I thought it was like counting down. I was like, hold up. I got a few seconds to get over there. Alright, what page was that? Quest. Welcome to home. Hogsmeade. Yeah, 3 quests. Where is it? This one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
I'm exploring. Wait. Hold up. Can I open this door? I'm not strong enough, I guess. Oh, I am strong enough. What the fuck?
Ah, there you are.
It's playing with origami.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
Hey, I need that.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What's the purpose of the test?
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I kind of want to kill the side quest before I go.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
So, yeah, it's a side quest anyway. That's the main quest. They got a lock. They got a lock on it. So I think these are like just sides.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Hey there.
Levioso! Lumos.
Oh wait.
Got it.
I got the page.
The flying page must be around here somewhere.
Oh, if you press V, it shows you. Okay. Little like waypoint. I think, right? Oh, you already at yeah. It's like a little waypoint thingy. There it is.
Accio!
I saw it.
Brilliant.
Who are you?
Some kind soul help me?
Side quest.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Why?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I don't lose.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
And you're gonna make me track them down, huh?
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
I can't make any promises. Any ideas how to reach them?
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Alright, so, no, I don't want to do the main quest. Look. Not yet, at least. Wand handles. I mean, I guess we could do the gobstones right now. Hold up. I'm guessing it's all the markers around on the map. Everywhere.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ow. Why does he have an orange marker? They want me to talk to that dude.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, go with that broken statue in the Alps. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh, I can't talk to him again. Oh, you!
Accio!
Get over here. It's like something up there. Oh, there it is! Yeah.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
So we got a new spell. I'm busy.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh, there it is.
Accio!
That's two. Wait, hold on, what's over here?
Revelio!
What is this? What the heck? What is this supposed to be? Hold up. Got a study page. We'll come back to those. I don't know what to do there. Oh,
Accio!
over here. Hey, level 4. What up? Inventory. What's that socket right there? I could put a gem in it? Oh wait, change appearance. Hold up. Is this how you do it? Hey, this is how you do it. Okay. Hey, now that's my outfit. Let's see here. Now we looking cool. Hold up. This one. Dark art staff. I mean, not staff. Scarf. I don't have a hat yet. Maybe I gotta equip it and then I can change the appearance. Yeah. probably change the hat later on. Okay, so that's what I was unlocking appearances. Okay, and I don't know. I don't really like the hat. I'll take the hat off. Hat not really my cup of tea. We need a new cooler hat. What else was I about to change? I was about to change something else. Oh, it's the mask. I'll take that mask. But how does it look then with the hat? That looks derpy, but what about the other hat? It's alright. It's alright. Mask kind of look me with it though. I'll wear it for now. Look like Assassin's Creed character a little bit.
How nice to see you, my young
Yeah,
friend.
no, let's take off the helmet. I mean, not the helmet, the hat. I don't like it. And the mask, let's take that off too. I'll wear those. Like, you know, I'll rock those glasses. Yeah. Hello. Is that an anteater?
Revelio.
What's that? Hey, let me up. Madiwa Wani? Under Professor Black's direction, it is my honor as a deputy headmistress to offer you the position of divination professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are thrilled at the prospect of having you join our distinguished facility. Please inform us of your intentions as soon as possible. I eagerly await your response. Warmest regards, Professor Matilda Weasley. Let me know.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Maybe it was up there and I just didn't. Oh, it was up there on the chandelier.
Handy resource indeed.
I didn't even
your
have the
field guide. I'm most pleased to be
power.
included.
Let me through. That little like circle's like a load-in bar. It's like it won't let you just pass through. It's a cool way to disguise it though. It's a cool little way. But that is a loading screen. A little mini loading screen.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There it is.
Accio.
Oh, it's one of these. What was it again? It's not the light.
Lumos. Levioso.
Levioso. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, oh. You.
Accio.
Get over. Yo, did I just hear a dirt bike? What the fuck? What's that sound? I'll learn how to do those sooner or later. Passed by a lot of them so far.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio.
That? Yeah, remember I told you I bought it last night? Remember? I ended up giving in and I bought it. And I bought the freaking deluxe edition before it came out, so I got the pre-order bonus thingy. Oh, it's gonna change it back. Mog it. It's like, ah, kid. We got some more mogs. Hey, where'd it go? There it is. Bro, we're at 2% on challenges.
Why are we only learning all the boring potions? When are we learning?
Revelio.
Hey. Another page. Hogwarts Herbology Award in recognition of exemplary what the fuck skill in the field of herbology. Hogwarts bestows this special award upon 7-year Humblepuff Mirable Garlic. From mandrakes to mistletoes and bubotubers to bouncing bulbs, her work with flora has exceeds all expectations. What are those? They're like awards. There's one in here somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
That's a big boy. God damn. Oh wait, hold up.
Lumos. Levioso.
Make him levitate.
Accio. Lumos.
Yeah, there we go. Troll armor. Another scarf. Is that a better scarf? Oh, I'm not high enough level. I'm finding gear that I'm not ready for. To like go complete the story, though. I'm doing side quests. I had to go the other way, but I want to make sure I didn't miss
Revelio.
Around here. Oh, I seen it. Give me that. Oh, I leveled up. Let's go. Now I can use it. Give me that. Small now. and then mog it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's give her stones back. Yeah. We zoom in.
Revelio.
Okay, I was trying to go down. Yeah, I guess I'm going up. You don't move. Now we're going down. What happens if I miss a step? Going too fast. Open the door. Open the door. Oops. Yeah, whoops. Uh-oh. I made a mistake though. I put it on my I didn't put it on SSD, so yeah. Now loading screens take 30 years. And sometimes textures load a little bit slower than normal. So yeah, that happened.
What are you up to now?
Nothing. It's like when I go to new areas, then it's like...
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
No, I think I'll keep them. What the fuck?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
What did I just unlock? What was that item? Is that a part of a wand? That's probably a wand handle. Yeah, we getting rich. 431. I don't have talents yet. Inventory. Award for excellence. Yeah, I can't even see what I got because I don't have it. It's probably like one of the wand things. So it's probably, yeah, it's gonna forever be highlighted now. Rip. Yeah, it was a wand handle. Nothing to clean. So what's the quest now? Owl post. Oh, the dueling club thing. I'm supposed to do that at level 2. Going to be overleveled. It's not my fault they gave me side quests. Oh, skirt. Nobody flying in the sky?
Revelio.
Nothing over there. Let me in.
Whee! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him.
Got him forever hostage.
If I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio.
Okay, let me get the paper. Haunted toilets. I see one over there. Lincoln the Lanky.
Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Accio.
Can't move it.
Protego. Revelio.
Give me the chest. Ooh. Is that upgrade? It is. Superb. Stick with my nice looking shirt though. I'll leave these collections. There we go. They're all playing something. What the fuck? Thus shall I agree.
Revelio. Oh.
Huh. Let's go back. What's another side quest close over there? I guess I'll grab it, but not do it. I'll do this last side quest thingy. But, yeah, how do I get over there?
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Accio. Levioso.
Oh yeah, this is for the dueling thing. So this is the place I need to go to. Hold on.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso.
I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Talking shit.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Sure.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Bet.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Come on! Protego! Levioso! Levioso! Stupid! There goes my way. Leviosa, that's all you've got? Descendo!
I'm the one!
Protego! Leviosa! Pity more people can't watch the movie.
Hey!
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Where's my reward? What the fuck? I was about to say. Said a winner gets a reward. They got XP. Alright, now let's go to the main quest. How do I see the fast travels again? Oh, wait, there we go. I don't have one close to it. I'll take Central Hall. Time for the long load screen. The long load screen of doom. Mwahaha.
Accio!
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Perhaps I'll have a look.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
I thought you were about to teach me.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Oh wait.
Lumos.
Oh, okay.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
You mean like probably right here?
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together.
Down here? Kinda looks like a stairwell down a statue.
An Exora lives in a cabinet outside the hall.
This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh, okay.
I do get nervous when the owls
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Hey, more XP. She's up there. Well, we know how to do that one now.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I'm not telling. I'm not telling.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Oh, new outfit. What does it look like? Outfits. Oh, it's a, appearance. Nah. Nah. Pass. Oh, I'm not tracking. Oh yeah, switch my quests. Hold up.
Is it possible to become
Main quest time.
Revelio.
Well, I've yet to understand how one is expected to do the homework
Well, fancy meeting you here.
by staying awake.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
No, my one weakness, a loading screen. Dang it. How dare they send me to a loading screen? Shame. I don't know why, but my brain was just thinking of Tarkov, and I was like thinking like I was thinking just now. I was like, what if? It's like, what if
I
like
was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I.
they probably have an
Thank
option
you, by the
to
way.
turn on closest on
Of course.
woods.
You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Revelio.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and
Revelio.
I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Revelio.
I don't want to miss anything. Stuff down there.
Absolutely.
Oh, right here. Yeah, wait for me. Hold up. No, I'm not. give me all of it. What is this? Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm exploring. Hold up. Oh shit, I'm about to drown. Yo, get up. What's that? Give me that. Leech juice.
Revelio.
Alright, I'm back.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest.
I need that.
Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely...
Revelio.
Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I?
You can make them wait.
Told me how you became so good at dueling.
Accio. Levioso.
Oh, I got a cloak. Nice. Is it an upgrade? It's not purple, but it's an upgrade. We're a purple boy now. Yo, hold up.
Revelio.
Is there anything else over there? I'll be right over there. Relax. I had to make sure I got everything.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Black only looks out for the
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Probably gonna need
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well.
Revelio.
But she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
There's a pumpkin fill over there. Oh, Sam. Hello?
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about them.
Accio!
Got it. Hey, challenge complete. It's another wand handle. Yo, what level am I? Hold up. Yo, I'm almost level 7? Yeah.
Having a pleasant time at school?
No need for sleeping drop.
Revelio. Accio.
Mine. I need it. Oh.
Revelio.
Yeah, this dude probably hate me. I'm over here collecting stuff while he over here trying to take me somewhere. Going on a whole journey of my own. It's like I can't take them anywhere. I'm just collecting stuff. Like
Accio. Revelio.
I don't want to leave anything behind. Because I'm going to have to come back to all these places anyway because I don't have a lockpick level 1.
Being an officer.
So all these places in the, like, you know, tower, or not tower, the little castle in this town I'm going to have to come back to.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Bet.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
What's the last thing you want to tell me?
What's the point of toiling if it can be done?
Revelio.
Yeah, those are just door locks. Oh, there's money over there. Chest over there, and it's one of those mirror thingies. Oh, it's one of those chests.
Lumos.
Where would that be? Any place nearby that looks like that? Oh, over here. There it is.
Revelio.
Hey.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Accio.
Oh, it's one of those. Can't open those chests yet.
Revelio.
What's this place?
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the Dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo! Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
For free.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
I can sell them stuff. Oh, I got a hat. Have that. You can have that. You can have that. Oh. You have it. Have that. I don't want that anymore. I'm keeping that hat though.
Revelio.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Yo, no. Give me the note. That's one of those chests.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Scarf. Upgrade. Upgrade. Oh. Oh, I seen it.
Revelio. Accio.
He's out of range. Hey, another chapter complete for challenges. Killing it. New hat appearance. I actually want to see that appearance. The fuck? It don't match, but you know, we'll rock it. Hopefully we get a green outfit soon to match it up.
Revelio.
That's dope. Alright, so we do need to do the main quest so I can get my wand already. I want my wand.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a diricle around here.
I'm almost all the way.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Is this the store they want me to go? Oh, it's a cotton candy store. this. Ooh, money. I'm stuck.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a page outside.
Accio.
Money. Oh.
Revelio.
There's a downstairs somewhere. Wait, is that a legendary? It's a golden legendary. Your boy got Legos already. I already got the Legos.
Revelio.
Not playing no games. Get out. I'm like one of the worst in these type of collecting games. I'll collect everything before I do the objective.
Revelio.
Oh, hold up. It's a mirror.
Lumos.
Anyway, but okay. Hoping it's out here. Oh, wait, is that it? I think I've seen a green butterfly. Is that it? It's you! Yeah. At least I'm knocking a lot of these pages out early.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how
So I won't have to like go crazy exploring stuff later on.
Not much of the dark arts that frighten me.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you.
Oh, it's my wand.
Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes.
I hope
It's
it remembers the
about
one
time.
from the website.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you.
Yeah, I better have my wand.
Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do.
No, it was 13.3.
Give this one a try.
I remember it from the website.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Hey, that's the one that they made on the website for me. Purchase.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future.
What happened to my clothes?
Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Hey, I got my wand now. I'm a real wizard. Yo, how do I make more potions? Because I only got one potion. It's a good thing. Oh, okay. This is how you swap out your spells. It's a lot of spells I'm gonna have to learn.
That's all I'm saying.
Honeydukes. Visit Tome of Scrolls and the potion store. Good, because I need to go to the potion store, so let's go there first.
Revelio.
Money! Oh, we need that. Oh, we already got it.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
What the heck? Those glasses. We need those. What the fuck? We need them. Alright, wand handles. There we go, we pimped our wand out. Mounts and brooms. Hey, our wand looking dope. I can't see it though. Yeah, there we go.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Recipe that causes a rocky film to develop on the... Okay, so that's like a... I'm thinking of World of Warcraft, stone skin, like type of potion. Healing, yeah. Oh, they're both free.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory.
Damn, bro.
Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
1,200. Yo, that's all my money. I went around collecting money from town, dog. Scammer. Give me that. We need that. Invisibility potion. We need that for those chests. Just made me go broke. Alright, how do I make potions? Tab, tool, okay. Potions are magical plants that can be assigned to your tool. Tools can be crafted at potion stations and potting tables after purchasing recipes. And so we need a specific table. Okay, so it was good that we collected all those toadstool caps. Okay, good. Alright, Fork lump juice, Dittany leaves.
What can I do for you today?
I got 8 potions. Those glasses, dog. They're amazing. Hold on, we gotta change this shirt. Not shirt, but like the cloak. Put it on. I actually like that with the hood up. That looks dope. Oh wait, hold on. Did I just see a bird?
Accio, Revelio.
Yeah, I did. I wasn't tripping.
Accio.
So how do I use the invisibility potions? Or do I don't have any. I don't have any. Okay. Tomes and scrolls. This is the first one I should have won. Two.
Revelio.
Money. Oh, a potion.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
I can't afford nothing, bro. Y'all took all my money. Oh, hold up. Oh, never mind. It's free. Potting table.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
It's probably so you can make
that's
one
everything.
extra.
Better go and find
room.
Sebastian.
Which is dope. But they did take all my money for the potions. Hey, so now we can put a table at our base, or I keep calling it our base, or in our room. Alright, now let's go meet back up with Sebastian. Money.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than 10 gold. They charging 1,200 for a scroll. I need more than that. Give me some real money.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
It's time. did a hit and run. Nah, fight. Control. I was about to say I pressed Q. For this. Oh shit, hold up. Yo, hold up, bro.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
Confringo!
Protego!
See?
What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done!
Yo, don't roll close. What the fuck? Why is it control? It's so far away. Yo, I gotta rebind that.
Protego! Look out! Confringo!
Control is legit so far away. Got me over here using my pinky. Hold up. It's so... I'm using WASD and pressing it with my pinky.
That's right,
So I'm having to move my finger off of WASD every time.
A few more hits to do the job.
No, hold up! No! Brett! Freaking NVIDIA. NVIDIA control panel came up. The recording software. Yeah, I gotta 100% rebind that. Freaking G-Force came up.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Alright, I think this is where we're gonna end it for today. Which, I'm having hella fun with it. And I'm gonna make sure not to progress off stream. If I can make a second character and stuff like that, I hope I can. I really do. Cause I'll make a second character then. Just save there. Save complete. Yeah, I really like this game. It's pretty dope. I've been looking for like a game that's like I wanted like a Skyrim type of game, but like then I was like I don't really want to play Skyrim, but then I was like, you know what? I like been playing Hogwarts. Then Misty Dragon was playing Hogwarts, so then I was like, I guess I'll play Hogwarts. I guess that'll fill in, you know, for the Skyrim type of gameplay that I want. And it did. 100%. Alright.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
We're gonna do a raid. We're gonna do a raid. Dun 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 dun.